What's up, nail crew? As soon as I saw this gorgeous mani on Instagram, I knew immediately I had to try to do it. And I will link the original version in my description so you can check out the gorgeous manis that her account does. Let me tell you, this ended up being one of my favorite fall manis that I've ever done, and I have so many more planned this 2022 year anyways. You want to start with 5 different colors. You want one color on each of your nails, and they will gradually go from lightest to darkest. I tried combining multiple colors to see if I could blend them together and see how they'd look for somebody who maybe only has like 2 or 3 colors. The very first color that I did on my pinky was a mix of 2 colors. It was a mix of a pure white and then this like light tan color that I ended up doing on my ring. Into a little cupcake liner, I put barely even a teaspoon or half teaspoon of the second color called Put Your Records On, and I mixed it with the first color, Casper. And that's how I got the color for my pinky. It was just like an ever so slightly off-white version of my ring finger. And on the ring finger, I did the color called Put Your Records On. And on my middle finger, I went with a mix of the ring finger and the pointer finger. The middle finger color was a little bit off from what I wanted it to be, but I had already mixed it up and I wasn't gonna waste any dip powder, so I just went with it. For this mani, I did 2 dips of every color, the full way back to the edge of my cuticles and then down to the end of my nail. I typically do 2 dips of colors and glitters because I wear builder gel underneath my manis, so I don't need 3 to 4 dips because 2 is enough to get a full color payout. And since I already have my builder gel on and my apex built with the builder gel, I really don't want my nails to be any thicker. And then I always top everything with clear after I'm done. So you'll see me going in at the end here, like now I'm finished with all the colors. So I go through and I do my layer of clear. And I do a layer of clear on my nails, whether I'm wearing solids, glitters, shimmers. For me, if you're anything like me and you're a rough buffer and filer, I end up taking off way too much color than what I want. So I, like a while ago, probably not long after I first started, I realized if I do a layer of clear over all my nails, then I'm not going to buff and file through all my color. So I left my buffing and filing in here, and I put it at like 3 times the normal speed, just so you guys can see. People have asked me before, like they want to see how I buff and shape. And I don't do a lot of buffing. You can see, I mean, even with it being sped up, it's going pretty fast because if you have good liquids and good dip powders, you should not need to buff a lot, even with a glitter dip. And then I like to go around with this little cuticle bit. It's really pointy. It's a Pana extra fine barrel bit and crisp up my cuticle lines. And I have a full video on how to do that, and I'll link the tutorial in the description box. And now comes the fun part of the mani. This is where I'm gonna add the little bit of foils. I found these gold foils on Amazon probably like not long after I first started dipping, close to 3 years ago. And I've only used a little bit of them at a time, mostly because I have so many dip colors that I rarely put any foils in my nails because I have foil dip powders. So, but I thought, oh, this is perfect for this mani. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to bust these out. And I just applied gel base to my entire nail after I wiped my nails off with isopropyl alcohol after I finished buffing and shaping. And then I didn't cure the gel base. I applied the little pieces of foil, which I really wished at this point I had my wax tool because it would have been way easier to pick up the foils. But as usual, I forgot to get it out. And by the time I'm doing my mani, one of these times I'm going to remember to get my wax nail tool out. So I just used an orange wood stick and I picked up little pieces and put them on the 2 like corners of my nail, and then I would flash cure the nail after I finished applying the little gold foil pieces. This way, in case I accidentally bumped it, I wouldn't like majorly move where the foils were because I had placed them just where I want them. Then once I added the foils to all my nails, I fully cured that gel base for 30 seconds and then did another layer of gel base for 30 seconds just to encapsulate the foils. Even though they're really thin, I just wanted to make sure that they didn't come out at all from putting the top coat on. And I applied a layer of gel base over my entire nail, and that sealed everything in really beautifully. Then I applied a layer of gel top coat and fully cured that after applying the gel base. Make sure when you're doing both gel base and gel top that you always cap your edges to get your manis to last nice and long. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more tutorials from me, and check out this next one on some easy nail art with gels. Thanks so much for joining me today, nail crew.